God does not belong to a political party. He also does not approve of butt sex. So we're not really talking liberty so much here as we are Christian fascism, you know? Just so we clarify, you know, we're not actually dealing with ANCAPs, but you could make a prescient point, mind you, on the ANCAP to fascist pipeline, because both of them reinforce power dynamics and hierarchies that usually end up reinforcing the, you know, the hegemony of the default group. What do they have to say? What is the immorality that Liberty Hangouts is protesting the existence of on college campuses? I'm ready.
What do you think about starting an initiative on campus here at UK to be more inclusive to women who have penises, and we can put urinals in the women's restroom for them?
Sounds fantastic.
Oh.
Based! Damn! Video over. Shit girl Kaitlin Bennett, poop log McGee over here. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it in one. All we gotta do, all we gotta say, folks. Easiest video of my life. We can end it now. Oh shit, this video is 20 minutes long. All right, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, let's take it one step close, you know, more for inclusivity here on campus and put free tampons and pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods.
Sounds great.
Based! Damn! Out of the fucking park with 2 answers. Ooh, just damn. See, I love freedom, you know. I love freedom. Women with penises in the women's room, tampon dispensers in the men's room. I love it. I love freedom, you know. I'm very much in favor of it. I love free. I'm one might say that my stream is actually something of a Liberty Hangout, you know. So I love this. I love that take.
Okay. You don't see anything wrong with those statements?
No.
By the way, you can count on exactly 0 hands the number of arguments this bitch is going to be making.
What men do you know with
the
periods?
General use ones like in Willie T have pads. I use them pretty often. So.
What do you think about putting urinals?
Fucking dips on her right there. Just like, yeah, pads? I fucking use them. Get out. Walks away. Says no. Walks away.
In the women's restroom for women who have penises.
That's fine.
Ugh!
If it makes them feel comfortable, I don't mind. Like I don't really care about it.
Are you willing to accept that some women do have penises?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what they thought was sensational enough to open on. This is what they say for before the title card. Sir, do you believe trans people exist? Yes. It reads like a parody. Like this could be like a Stephen Colbert skit. You know what I mean? This could be a Stephen Colbert skit where they run around like trying to find like unreasonable college students, but they all like sound totally fine, but they like hyperbolize it anyway.
We're here today at the University of Kentucky to see if college kids think we should put tampons and pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods and urinals in the women's restrooms for women who have ding-dongs.
Okay, first of all, ding-dongs is cringe, as is that face. You look like a fucking washed up Insta shitter, okay? So that's one. For 2, I'm gonna make this one more point, okay? To Kaitlin Bennett, in case she's watching. I know she's not, but in case she is watching, she does look like a Shark Tale extra. Just in case she's watching, I just want to point this out. Whatever you may believe, whether you believe urinals belong in women's restrooms or pad dispensers in men's restrooms, giant logs of shit do not belong on your person at any point in time, actually, unless you're into that and you consent to it. You're doing it with a partner or something. So that's my one take. Kaitlin Bennett, poop girl, pooper, the poop one, poop girl, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Last time I bring it up, okay? Last time, or I'd bring it up every time she says anything. What the fuck? Is this supposed to be like appealing to Zoomers?
I have a very important question for you.
Guys, remember how the Red Ice TV videos, before I got them banned off YouTube, Remember how they would have like segments where they used Fortnite sound clips to try and appeal to younger people in between talking about like neo-Nazi talking points? I feel like that's what we're doing here, you know?
Okay.
Should we put pads and tampons?
Okay, my goal here, I have to be super clear. My goal is to relentlessly make fun of Kaitlin here. But also, if there are any arguments the students make that I'm not a big fan of, I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna sub in for them, okay? I'm gonna sub in, I'm gonna make the argument for them. That's my goal.
In the men's restroom to be more inclusive to men who have periods. Here on campus.
I'm not going to answer the question because I don't want to offend anyone. But
What?
thanks.
You're not gonna say your opinion out of fear of offending someone? You're a man. Come on. What do you think?
Whoa,
Should we be
gender.
more inclusive towards trans people by putting urinals
Wait, that could have been against you or for you.
in the women's restroom?
I mean, they got to do what they got to do, so I mean, it's not
Because
about
not
me.
all women have vaginas. Some of them have penises, right?
I mean, I don't know. I just mind my own business. I'm not that big into it.
That is such a correct answer, dude. Holy shit. If you're not like big into fucking trans politics or what, he's just like, I don't know, I don't care. That's also a fucking based answer. Who the fuck cares? Why are you running around a fucking college campus asking 19-year-olds about the genitals of the people on campus?
All right.
What do you think?
I mean,
Should we
it's
put
not-
tampons in the men's restroom?
It would not bother me because, again, we do not pick who we become and who we are, so it's up to them.
Because not all, because men do have periods too, right?
Well, genetically, no. Not well, biologically, no, but that middle area, because it is a spectrum.
What's a spectrum?
You know, when you're born, you have an X and a Y chromosome. You can be in the middle, all this.
You either have XX or XY.
Intersex rights.
No, it's kind of
No, literally, you either have XX or XY.
okay. I'm just gonna
What's your major?
It's just,
psychology.
And you don't know about chromosomes and male and female?
she literally doesn't know. Holy shit, dude. Guys, it's just XXXY. It's science. I haven't looked it up. I took biology in 6th grade.
I do know about chromosomes and male and female. I'm just on my way somewhere instead of somebody.
All right, we'll put tampons in your bathroom. Should we
She's just coming off like creepy and cringy. Who's this Zoomer? Is this kid like 5?
put urinals in the women's restrooms here on campus to be more inclusive to women who stand up when they pee because they have penises?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
I feel like everybody should have like the right to identify themselves as who they are, and they should be included.
King.
So if they identify as female, but they were born as a male, so I feel like if they identify as female, then they should have the right to use the female or the women's restroom, but don't have the ability to actually, you know.
You got some
Tiny 13-year-old king princeling elf Zoomer AirPod boy.
big bucks buying $200 AirPods. You know, you can donate to me at KaitlinBennett.org. You can go there. He's got $200. He can buy some merch or donate to my Patreon, patreon.com/KaitlinBennett. Hello. Would you like to have tampons in the men's restroom?
I don't see an issue with it.
Me neither.
God, I would expect if I went around like my fucking community college campus back in Santa Monica and I started asking these questions around the block, like I feel like I'd get worse answers than this. She's not even offering fucking arguments. It's the same joke over and over again. Hey, do you believe trans people exist? Yes. Really? Buy my merch. You're like, it's the same argument every time.
Yeah, it's necessary. Yes. Should we put urinals
Oh, what? Holy shit. What a fucking dapper lad. Jesus Christ. Is this Princeton? Holy shit. I'm going to be so sad if he doesn't give a good answer.
in the women's restrooms here on campus to be more inclusive to women who have penises? You know, they stand up when they pee.
I mean, if there's the money in the budget for it, sure.
Okay, well, what if there was money to put free tampons and pads in men's restrooms for men who have periods?
If there's budget, I don't see a problem.
Powerful progressive libertarian energy here. totally fine with trans people, suave suit, nice comb, like nice fucking the hair swoop and stuff. Do you believe there should be urinals in women's restrooms? as long as it's efficient in the free market, yes.
You see?
Oh shit, he looks like Kira. Oh! Kira! I live an ordinary life. I wake up every day at 7 a.m. and I get a sandwich from my local bakery. On the way over, I speak to the barista of a coffee shop I have frequented every day since I was 13. She is trans. This does not bother me. It has no effect on my quiet life.
A problem with me asking you about men having periods?
No, I mean, it's a college campus. There's a lot of ideas to share. I mean,
What is a period?
what?
What's a period?
Biological function?
Of?
What do you... I'm confused. What do you mean?
Who has periods?
People with wombs?
People with the
People?
organs to do that.
Who has organs to do that?
Okay, it's a good
You're
question.
uncomfortable.
It's a good question.
Yeah, because you're fucking wandering around a campus asking kids, like, questions about genitals and being really fucking weird about it.
Yes.
What if I gave you an option between men and women? Who has the organs to have a period?
That's a very good question. Yes.
Notice how everyone just walks away from Crazy
He needs a
Lady.
girl.
Maybe she smells like shit? Like maybe like the odor is still wafting upwards and they're just catching it like if they're downwind of her or something?
To understand who has organs to know. If you were to walk into the women's restroom.
By the way.
And you saw
Oh wait, fuck, I couldn't have made the joke again. I'm sorry, you're right. I said I wouldn't make the joke again. But keep in mind, by the way, that all of the arguments they're making, so ignore the fact that she sounds legitimately like a fucking idiot who's just trying to bait college kids into like, trans people don't exist. But her argument, like, fundamentally presupposes the idea that there's no difference between gender and sex, which is a radical position that isn't held by anyone in academia. It's not a position that was even disputed until like less than a decade ago, when all the conservatives got super fucking triggered at the existence of trans people in their bathrooms. Because I remember back when I was in college and a little bit beforehand, there was no argument about the difference between gender and sex. Sex, biology, gender, society. Gender, what you identify as. But like this was well known. I just never, not everyone was like super crazy into gender theory, but this conflation between sex and gender, like being aggressively pushed, I just didn't hear about it before. But she's like, who's the organs for it? Like, well, people with wombs. Some of them are men, some of them are women. Really? Some of them are men? There are men with wombs? Yes. And then she'll look at the camera. She'll be, yes, there are men with wombs. And then they'll move to the next segment. Like, it's the same, but I love it.
women with a penis, they're using a urinal. Would you be concerned, or would you accept it and be inclusive? What would you do?
It's none of my business.
It's none of your business that a man is in the women's restroom.
If they're in the women's restroom, then they identify as a woman.
Just leave. Just walk away. What?
Who would have known men walking into... Okay, don't question.
Based fucking queen. Or who knows? We're in a gay hat. Who knows? Non-binary monarchical leader.
Anything about men walking into women's restrooms ever. They're just there because they're women. They're not predators. No.
Hey, here's a hot tip. If someone goes in there and uses a woman's restroom and you don't know their gender or whatever, just leave them the fuck alone. Because if they assault somebody, it's a crime no matter their gender. You know, women can also go into women's rooms and assault. Like, it's already a crime to assault people. So if they're doing it, it doesn't matter if they have a penis or a vagina or what they identify as.
Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Huge fans. Huge fans.
There we go.
That's okay.
You could say they treated you like shit, actually.
Strong girl. Oh,
My phone died.
how dare you? You got some spiffy shoes on.
Yeah.
I really like them.
Thank you.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
It's real easy. It's not hard or anything. Do you think we should pass an initiative here on campus to put tampons and pads in men's restrooms for men who have periods?
He's just like, why is there a camera crew on me for this? Holy, this dude looks so uncomfortable.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I mean,
True!
men having periods and men having a period.
That's true!
I say yes. I say men go through hardships, you know what I'm saying?
Especially if they're having a period. That sounds pretty hard on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, having periods probably fucking sucks. I'm glad I don't.
I mean, I've never had one, but I mean, I'm sure there's a couple out there, you know, have a little cramp, a little stomach ache, something like that, you know?
You know it's more than
Trans boys can have a little cramp as a treat.
that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that's just like,
What is a period?
it was like the, like scientifically. Okay, well, in the most basic terms, dead eggs, and then they excrete from the, well, in a man's case, from the penis.
Do men have eggs?
I'm gonna have to.
I guess to shed that.
All right, he fumbled that one a little bit. Uh-oh. The spirit's there. We don't expect every college student to have like a intricate understanding of gender theory and biology, but we do stand behind the general sentiment, which is either support trans people or leave it the fuck alone.
That uterine lining, right?
It's 2019.
Where's 2019?
2019?
Genetics can change.
Everything can change.
Penises
Damn right.
turn into vaginas.
Yes. I mean, come on now.
That literally can happen, yes.
I mean, technically we all have both.
Should we put tampons and
Just to clarify that statement, that's because the penis and the vagina are physiologically analogous. So when you're in the womb, you just have sort of like a primordial genital that gets sort of flopped into one or the other, you know?
pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods?
This dude looks like an actor. Who am I thinking? Like a young version of somebody? Who am I thinking of?
I would say yes, because myriads are real.
Myriads? What is that?
A man period.
Do women have penises?
I don't know.
All right, well, okay, we don't know who has penises and vaginas. Okay, have a good day. Hope you figure it out.
This is so fucking cringy. I can't believe they published this. I had no idea Kaitlin Bennett was this uncharismatic, dude. Holy shit.
Here's a free lesson in natural sciences. Men don't have periods. Take it to the bank. Should we reinforce that and say that's okay, or should we say, whoa, you're not really a woman, come on.
This legitimately just reads like parody to me. Like,
you know, I do science, I do physics. That's what's simpler. I'd like to stick to that. This is complicated, right? I want to.
I don't know. This sounds like science to me. Men and women, vaginas, chromosomes, penises, genetics.
Yeah. Sure. There is science to that. Okay. Yeah.
I've been asking students today if men have periods.
who the fuck is this guy? This guy looks like a fucking cryptid, dude. With the fucking chrome poofy sweater, yellow. Was that a Yang Gang cap poking out?
And if women have penises. You're a science teacher. I guess they don't teach that in physics. I'm not sure. That's a science professor.
Do you think can we reckon, like, I can't fathom, like, being a science professor and having all this shit stored in your head, and then you see some dumb fuck like bitch wander up to you and so like, trans people and you just walk away like, God, dude. Oh, it's so fucking much. I can't believe they published this.
Think about putting tampons and pads in the men's restroom here on campus for men who have periods.
Yeah, absolutely. That's essential.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more than people think.
What, men having periods?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By God. Did you tell them to seek medical help if men are having periods?
Well, trans men have periods.
Oh, okay. Okay, explain that one to me.
What?
Yeah, so people who have transitioned from female to male, obviously, they might still have periods, and, if they identify as male, they have the right to go into the men's room. But if they're still having periods, they have the right to have, the products they need.
Do you remember me? We had class.
She doesn't even have a fucking response. Normally when you... Guys, I'm helping... Okay, I'm giving Liberty Hangout a response here, okay? I'm giving Liberty Hangout some tips for future video production, okay? Look. Normally, when you do these things, where you send someone to a college campus, or to a protest, or a rally, or a march, and you try to farm out, like, the stupid answers to try and prove a political point, because realistically, like, let's put this into context. If you make a video like this, where you have the mic, you have the camera, and you get to selectively edit which interviews to cobble together and release publicly, if you come out looking bad at the end of this, you are truly incompetent. I can't say the R slur. I'm bound by an ancestral oath to not say it, but I will in this instance. You have to be truly retarded. When you have all the control over the production of this media and you still come off looking that fucking bad, you have to be so fucking far gone. It's incredible to me. So here's a hot tip. Normally, in videos like this, where you're farming responses from people to try and make an opposition look stupid, you send someone out there who's capable of actually making them look stupid, and don't just, like, put together a collage of people blowing your arguments the fuck out. A little bit of a tip, okay? So maybe send someone out there who will actually, like, argue biological essentialism. Maybe you could send a TERF out there, because Kaitlin Bennett over here just does not have the IQ to fight back against these points. Maybe if it was a smart enough TERF or something, she could step on out there and she could, like, march out and make the points and, like, argue effectively, and she'll be wrong, but at least it'll appear convincing. But we're not getting that here, are we?
Together that one time.
We are freshmen.
Do you remember me? We had class together that one time.
What?
We are freshmen.
Mm-hmm. We had class together that one time. Do you?
This is really weird.
You guys think we should be putting free pads and tampons in the men's restroom for men who have periods?
You know how they have those, like, things with condoms? You could just make one set of that and just put them in both bathrooms, and then that really defeats the purpose. It's like, and it'd probably be easier to mass produce as well. Just like that one system instead of two.
Damn!
We should...
the whole... So fucking based, economically based as well. Just produce the same condom tampon dispenser and put them fucking everywhere. No response, just cut away. What the fuck?
Should put tampons in men's restrooms for men who have periods.
Men who have periods? What? Talking about, like, transgender people?
What do you think about putting urinals in the women's
Wait, didn't we already have this person here? Yeah, they were at the very beginning of the video.
Restroom for women who have penises.
That's fine. If it makes them feel comfortable, I don't mind. Like, I don't really care about it.
Wait, they already had this clip. Wait, we're at 10:32.
Restroom for women who have penises.
That's fine. If it makes them feel...
Oh, true, that was part of the intro. Yeah, I forgot. That was part of the intro. They had so much stuff before the intro. Okay, here we go. We're back to it.
To accept that some women do have penises?
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for, like, I just want people to feel comfortable. Like, if they want to use the women's restroom, I have no problem with it.
Has anyone ever told you look like Brian Stelter?
No.
You do.
I'm late for
Nobody wants to talk to Kaitlin Bennett here. Holy shit.
Regular cis men, don't necessarily have to have a urinal, per se.
That is true.
It could be nice.
You said regular cis men.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that just be a regular man?
it would be a regular cis man.
What's the difference?
Cis just means that you identify as the gender that you were born as.
How should I approach people if I don't know what they are? Should I say, hello?
This is unironically such an uplifting video. Like these are like this is like the future of our country, you know? And all of these college students, not all of them have been like perfect fucking arbiters of gender theory, but for the most part, they've been fairly reasonable, intelligent, kind, and straightforward, you know? She's like trying to bait out like idiocy from them, and they've just come off so much more reasonable than her.
Sir, ma'am, should I just guess?
There's a couple ways to go about it. I generally, if I'm not sure, I avoid words like sir or ma'am. If you're not sure, they is always a good pronoun to use.
Men don't have periods.
Cis men don't have periods.
Cis men don't have periods, but some men do.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for the lesson. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you learn from it, you stupid bitch. You don't even have a fucking counterpoint. You can't even muster a facsimile of a response to that. Yeah, like, oh yeah, oh, you're so crazy. Like, that's all they have. Like, oh, I didn't get blown out. Here's me doing a face. Here's my cutie pie Insta face.
You want to jump in? You guys can do it together.
I just know that if I don't say profanities, this probably won't get played, but Kentucky does not stand for sexism, Islamophobia, things like that.
Yeah, Kentucky doesn't. Who's standing for that type of stuff?
I know the people surrounding me at the University of Kentucky, and I know that this.
Do these people? She said the people at the University of Kentucky are. Are any of you guys?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're trying. You probably won't play this because we're standing up to things like that, and that's not what Kentucky's
where do you see around? Who are you standing up to?
I just wanted to put this message out there, but I have studying to do. I don't know about you, but I study.
You gotta.
What a pussy shit stirrer, dude. She's like, hey, we don't stand for fucking transphobia. The people around, like, we're not here for that. She's like, oh yeah. Who among us is transphobic? Could you let us know? This girl over here. What? Some amongst you must be purged. This girl, what an unbelievable fucking cunt, dude. Can't even engage. It's actually really bad to interview decorum. When you're like, hey, come talk to me. And somebody comes to talk to you and you start involving the fucking crowd. That's like insanely bad interview decorum, you know? Like, can you fucking believe it? That's like actually incredible. Like, I feel like there should be the UN condemnation of this. What are they censoring? I have no fucking idea.
Study because there's no one on this campus who's doing. What's your major?
It's Spanish and art history.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Who are you with?
Liberty Hangout right here. We're the #1 YouTube channel on YouTube.
Oh, seriously? I'm gonna give you guys a follow.
That can't be true. I'm the #1 YouTube channel on YouTube. That's not true.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, #1. We have the most subscribers out of any channel.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Should we put tampons and pads in the men's restroom to be more inclusive to men who have periods?
I mean, sure. Why not? Wouldn't hurt anything.
I don't know. I mean, Jesus.
Think about it. I'm gonna ask you a different question.
So we got a yes and an I don't know.
Should we put urinals in the women's restroom to be more inclusive to women who have penises?
I mean, if it doesn't hurt anybody, I don't see what the problem of having it is.
What do you think?
Hey, remember when conservatives used to pretend like, hey, keep government out of our shit. As long as you're not hurting anyone, the government shouldn't intervene. This channel is called Liberty Hangout.
About putting urinals in women's restrooms for women who have penises and they just want to stand and pee.
I think people just making too big of a deal about it. I don't really care.
Naughty words. Okay, so we should or shouldn't?
I mean, I don't really care.
Okay. What about tampons and pads in men's restroom for men who have periods?
If you're really getting that worked up about it, why does it matter?
Oh, that's an excellent question. My very thick-necked frat boyfriend.
Like, I don't care. It's just sitting there. I'm not gonna take it.
Okay, so we should provide men with tampons.
He looks. Look at that face he just made. Look, he's so unconcerned with this discussion. It's so beneath him.
Just sitting there. I'm not gonna take it.
Okay, so we should
Look at it.
provide men with tampons.
He's like,
I mean, if a dude wants a tampon for some reason, he can have a tampon. That's not my business.
What would he use it for?
I don't know. That's his problem.
What would he use a pad for?
His problem.
Do you think they should seek medical advice if they're having bleeding?
I mean, if they want to, I don't really care. Why should I care?
God damn! This dude is the Liberty Hangout. This guy's, I don't give a fuck about what other people do, as long as my personal freedoms are not being infringed on. What happened? What happened to the good old day of the good old libertarians? Remember when libertarians and ANCAPs pretended that they cared about freedom and not just about reinforcing traditional, like, hegemonic conservatism?
No, I care about people. If they're bleeding out of their penis, I would want to...
I care about people's personal rights. They can do whatever they want. It's none of my business.
How are you? High five. Cool. What would you do if you walked into a restroom here on campus and there was a basket of free tampons for men?
I just stare at it and be like, what the hell?
You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, some men have periods.
No.
Are you telling me you don't think men have periods?
Yeah.
Because it's my understanding that men don't have vaginas.
Yeah.
Is the rest of the video just going to be them, like, chatting it out now that she's finally found another person who doesn't, like, care about trans people?
Some men do. I mean, Bernie Sanders, I'm pretty sure he has one. What's in your laptop case? Your laptop. Are you sure? That's not what I heard. I have an important question for you.
What? Why are you harassing these poor college kids?
What do you think about putting urinals in the women's restroom for women who have penises?
I don't care about that.
Dude, this woman's like a fucking predator. Maybe the reason why she's so concerned about women with penises in the fucking women's restroom is because she knows from personal experience how much predatory women can do to fuck other people's lives up. She's like, hey, you, what's in your bag? Oh, hey, well, I've got you here. I've got a question about genitals.
Cut it. What do you think about starting an initiative on campus here at UK to be more inclusive
This king.
to women who have penises, and we can put urinals
Our king
in
returns.
the women's
Return of
restroom
the
for
king.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, does it?
Damn.
Okay. What about
Majestic
let's take
hair,
it one step closer,
like Aragorn.
You know, more for inclusivity here on campus, and put free tampons and pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods.
Sounds great.
Okay. You don't see anything wrong with those statements?
No.
What men do you know with
the
periods?
General use ones like in Willie T have pads. I use them pretty often. So.
I use them pretty often. So.
Should we put tampons and pads in
You know
men's
you're winning the optics war when the best thing you have that approximates an argument is just repeating their words with a voice filter on.
restroom for men who have periods?
Sure.
Men don't have periods.
What?
Men don't have periods.
You're the first one to correct me today.
Well, they don't. Girls have periods, not guys.
What if we took it
Unbased 14-year-old Zoomer Fortnite player, PewDiePie fan.
one step further and put urinals in women's restrooms for women who have penises?
That wouldn't have any effect
I would have no issue with
I don't get how anybody
Damn.
have a problem with that.
Liberty!
You think girls on this campus would have a problem walking in and there's a
Some of them
dick
would,
hanging
but-
out?
Some of them would, but I mean,
Should we just say it's too bad, we gotta be inclusive? Like, if girls are upset about it, should we say we gotta be diverse and inclusive?
Yeah, what kind of argument is that? You know who had a problem with fucking extra girls coming into the women's restrooms? White girls back during the end of the fucking Jim Crow laws when separate but equal was torn down. Oh, you want black girls and white girls to be able to share the same restrooms? Oh, what if that makes some of the real girls uncomfortable? Oh, we just say, oh, whatever, fuck their feelings. Diversity takes, priority. It's literally the exact same argument. The rights of the oppressed do not hinge on the comfort of the oppressor.
it's not that simple, but yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Too bad, ladies, if you don't want to see a penis in your bathroom.
Why the fuck does it even matter? Okay, first of all, if you're seeing anyone's genitals at a restroom, you're doing it wrong. I am a man. I go to a fucking every time I go to a restroom, every single time I go to the restroom, I use the fucking urinals, okay? I don't bother with no fucking stalls. If I need to shit, I shit at the urinal. I bend over and I shit at the urinal. It doesn't matter. I have no fucking anxiety when it comes to using the restroom. I haven't seen a penis in a restroom in years. I haven't seen a penis in a restroom in ages. Do you know how fucking long it's been since I've seen another, like, fucking penis? Like, ever. Like, I've never. Like, maybe, like, I'm peeing and I like, turn around to, like, turn after I'm done peeing and I see, like, a glimpse in my peripheral vision of something vaguely fleshy and in between the also vaguely fleshy hands of the person using the urinal next to me. So, okay, yes, I've seen my penis in the restrooms. Thank you. Like, that's it. So what the fuck does she mean? Like, oh, if these girls don't want to see a penis, like, you realize that trans women are going to just, like, go to the stall and just quietly sit there for a bit and then get out of the stall and then leave. Like, they're not, like, waving their dicks around. Urinals usually have dividers for privacy. That is not a guarantee. I don't know what country you're living in. That is not even close to a guarantee. And even by the way, even if you were seeing like genitals every fucking time you use the restroom, even if that was something you do every time you saw the restroom, how the fuck does that hurt you? If you would see a penis, then you would see a vagina normally. Does seeing a penis like physiologically like harm the psyche of a woman in a way that seeing a vagina doesn't? Like what is the equivalency here?
Too bad.
Too bad.
All right, you
King, too bad,
right,
bitch.
You guys need to go to Chick-fil-A more, get some more blessings.
Chick-fil-A dropped their sponsorship of homophobic organizations, you dumb cunt. Also, yeah, too fucking bad, bitch. You want to exclude trans people from restrooms just because you have a pathological fear of maybe 1 in 1,000 times possibly seeing a set of genitals that don't belong to you? No, they didn't? Well, they said they did. Fuck you.
Hi, sir. Would you like tampons in your bathroom? What?
Why? Why are you asking?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm trying to pull here. Maybe we can be
Why?
tampons in men's restrooms.
Why have you interrupted my vibing? I was vibing over there, and now you dare to approach me?
Oh, are you trying to go like make it trans? Are you trying to like? Are you talking about like against trans?
No, I'm asking if you think that we should have tampons for men who have periods.
No comment. I'm not gonna.
Why not?
I'm good.
Why not?
I'm good. I don't have to give my opinion. You know.
You get a good picture of me?
You want a better one?
Yeah, go ahead. He said he likes answering questions. I have 2 very progressive questions for you.
I'm guessing they just didn't want to feed into it. Vibe King, return to vibin'. I don't have to answer. I'm vibing. Fuck you.
Are you a progressive?
I'm a big conservative.
Ooh.
Are you Kaitlin Bennett? But you look like her.
I look just like her. I sound just like her. We have the same length hair, same eyes, but I'm not her, believe it or not.
I know. No.
Crazy you would assume that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Talking about assuming, should we put urinals in women's restrooms here on campus to make women with penises feel more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to make everyone feel included.
Wait. I shouldn't celebrate too hard. Maybe he turns around on it. Hold on.
I thought you said you were a huge conservative.
I am.
We're dripping.
Dude, I'm a huge conservative. Are you Kaitlin Bennett? I'm a huge fan of her work. Maybe I'm not. No, I'm not. Hey, do trans people exist? Oh yeah, of course. Being inclusive is very important. I'm not stupid.
Dripping?
It's worth it though, don't worry.
Okay, dripping, that's a good, I like that because it's a good transition into my question, talking about dripping and all this stuff. Do you think we should put tampons and pads in the men's restroom for men who have periods?
Men have periods?
That's what I've heard on Twitter.
I disagree with that.
I don't need them, so I don't really care what they do.
But I don't need them personally, so
Are there any men that need tampons?
I don't know any.
I'll just have to please.
Even that, so that's lukewarm neutrality on the left-hand person and denial on the right-hand person.
Fifth and
What makes you so scared to say your opinion?
I mean, it's just the campus that we're on is very liberal, and I don't really consider myself a liberal, and I get in trouble pretty easy. So
I just think women are women, men are men.
Oh, at the end we're doing the conservative roundup. I see. We're doing the conservative roundup at the end.
You have DNA.
Okay, here we go. We talked to a man earlier, a conservative man, and he's like, oh, I can't say.
Did you see that, bitch? Conservative man. See, that's how duplicitous these cunts are. They'll doubt even your masculinity if you disagree with them.
Yeah, I'll get in trouble on campus. Here's a lady. Conservative ladies are so much stronger than conservative men. I swear. Okay, you got it. Let's get a picture.
It's Liberty Hangout is the website or the YouTube channel to check out.
Yep, YouTube channel is Liberty Hangout. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you get alerted of every single video.
Hey, fuck off. Not on my channel.
I'll check it out first, yeah.
And of course, you guys know the drill already. I don't have to tell you that I need your guys' support to be able to come out here and keep making these.
Yeah, only fucking ask for monetary support 4 times a fucking video. Jesus Christ. So that was not. Hey, guys. Holy shit. That was literally like 20 minutes of students on campus being like progressive and good people with like 4 people mixed in that were reactionary about it. That was unironically like such a fucking uplifting experience. You know what I mean? Isn't that nice? With all the shit we deal with online, there's a reason why conservatives hate universities, and it's because, you know, education blasts the brainworms out. Yeah, she was significantly less intelligent and less charismatic than Steven Crowder. Oh, yeah. She'll never make it. There's a reason why this bitch has to, like, beg so hard for Patreon support. It's because she's never going to get picked up. The same way that Steven Crowder is. She lacks the charisma and intelligence to, like, propagandize. Anyway, goddamn, that was, that's some good ass shit right there. Whatever the case may be, you know, very uplifting. And make sure to comment, like, subscribe, favorite this video. YouTubers, subscribe, don't unsubscribe, subscribe. Go to my Reddit, reddit.com/Voshvi, and my Twitter, also Twitter Voshvi. We make this happen together, folks. Yeah, haha. I wonder what her Patreon is looking like. Probably pretty fucking fat, right? Oh no, dude. She's only got 431 patrons. That's nowhere near as many as I expected. I was expecting, I noticed she doesn't have the dollar amount here because she's a fucking pussy. But I was expecting it to be like thousands and thousands of patrons, you know? The comments on the video are all pro-trans, is that true? Questioner, should we be more inclusive of trans people? Yes, I'm not bothered by it. It's funny how this chick is trying to paint these college students as the crazy ones when they're the ones who are okay with inclusivity. You're either XX or XY. How did Kaitlin graduate college? You need your money back, Lamau. Kaitlin Bennett was a biology major. She must have sucked her teacher's dick to get out of there. There's no fucking way. She must have painted the fucking walls of her throat with faculty cum to be able to make it out of there. There's no fucking way. Brainlit rightist. Haha, you believe transgenders exist and have rights, students? Yes. You either have XX or XY. Factually incorrect. You only have XX or XY, said someone who doesn't understand biology. Their responses show that they do indeed have morals. Most of the comments are still pretty reactionary, but there's some good stuff in there.